Hello fellow daydreamers. To finally catch up with my setups, I'm bringing to you my April setup of 2025. March has been extremely busy with uni stress, but I was able to stay on track mostly through my bullet journal. I never missed a deadline and had all my events and meetings planned out and prepared ahead of them happening. It was so busy that I didn't even manage to fully listen to the newest Coldplay album like I wanted to. But now, let's set up April. For that month, I'll be focusing on this beautiful and cheerful warm yellow tone, and once again, I'm using similarly colored washi, stickers and papers. I'm bringing back a little bit of a bolder font here, lifting it from the page with the starker contrast of yellow and a very slim black drop shadow. Of course, my mini calendar is a given at this point. Next to the title, I'm adding my goals and projects for the month to start off my intentions. For goals, I want to actually try out gardening for myself. This month is meant to be a more hands-on month to get out of my head that is slowly spiraling into a stress whirl through uni. That's also why consistent movement is still a very important part of my daily life. I want to elaborate on that healthiness with healthy snacks, say fruits, veggies for a nice snack bar. To cope with university stress, I want to find my way back into more mundane routines. Specific projects to tackle is most importantly my master's thesis, expose and presentation toward the middle of the month. Alongside that, I need to start researching a seminar paper and outline the rest of my master's. Since March was still pretty cold, I didn't get around to change up my closet, so I shifted that task to April as well. Finally, I need to book my potentially last travel of the year going to Scotland in autumn. This month, my bullet journal is all about yellow, specifically a warm sun yellow that feels like it's been kissed by the first real light of spring. It's the color of blooming daffodils and tiny wildflowers starting to peek out from the soil, the hue of morning sunshine as it filters through your curtains just a little earlier each day. This particular yellow isn't loud or neon, it's gentle, golden and full of life. April for me is a transitional month. The air is still cool, but everything's waking up, trees begin to bud, the birds return and the earth starts to hum again. And this yellow, this warm, glowing yellow captures that exact moment. It feels like hope, like movement, like the quiet promise of growth. Using it throughout my setup reminds me that things are shifting slowly but surely, and that I'm part of that rhythm too. Yellow is one of the first colors beside green to appear in nature as the seasons change, like in daffodils, buttercups and forsythia bushes. It reminds and lets you long for the summer heat and golden hour light, the return of sunny days and the final retreat of cold winter grey. Another thing that reminds me of yellow is honey and busy bees, as I am to be one this month. I wanted to pay homage to that picture through a honeycomb patterned monthly calendar to lock my events into. Under that one goes to 3 highlights of the month that I skipped by accident last month, but I was too sick and then too busy to notice that anyway. On the other side is where I'm elaborating on my monthly challenge in April, my hands-on month. I'm starting a list of gardening things to do whenever I fancy and the weather is right for it. There are definitely sunnier days coming that will be perfect, since it's not too hot to work outside yet, but actually very pleasant and beneficial for my mental health and for my quite big garden as well. Before actually planting lavender and some herbs to use in the kitchen, I need to demoss most areas and cut back some bushes and trees, like my 2 apple trees and the now very big hazelnut tree. On the deck gardening list, I'm putting some more ideas of hands-on activities that I can refer back to when I don't know what to do. That could, for example, be journaling, embroidery, cooking, spring cleaning, changing my wardrobe, or decorating for Easter and spring overall. Yellow also felt like the perfect color for this month's personal challenge. Lately, with all the mental strain from university and screen-heavy days, I've been craving something real, something I can touch, shape, and feel with my hands. So this month is all about doing just that. Gardening, embroidering, baking, painting, anything that pulls me out of my head and back into my body. There's something so warm and energizing about yellow. It almost has a texture to it. It reminds me of the sun warming the soil, or the buttery yellow of dough as you knead it, or even the way golden thread catches the light while stitching. It's a color that makes me want to create, to reach, to engage with the world in a tangible way. In a season of growth and gentle momentum, yellow feels like the perfect companion. One that says, slow down, breathe deep, but also be optimistic and create something. Use your hands to make something beautiful. I relate yellow to feelings of happiness and joy. It really can lift my mood. It's actually one of my favorite colors and renders me cheerful and optimistic. It also has energy to it, like the sun itself. It's invigorating, but at the same time so warm and comfortable too. It's gentle compared to a sharp neon yellow to highlight text, for example. It's more nurturing and hopeful, giving life to my many hands-on projects and ideas. Like in the months before, I'm doing another tarot card reading with the main card for April and 2 supporting cards to further explain that first one. And my mom drew a Celtic animal oracle card once again for my animal companion this month. I drew the 16th big arcana, the World. This one tells me that I am exactly where I'm meant to be, that I've completed yet another phase in life successfully and I'm ready for the next one. To support that, I drew the 10 of Pentacles that highlights the importance of my solid foundation that I worked for, that secures my stance now, as well as the 10 of Cups, which highlights my emotional wealth and harmony that I've established and should appreciate. The Celtic animal that will accompany me through this month is the cow. She stands for nourishment and motherhood and invites comfort into my life once again. This way I can nourish myself, my community, and my many projects that I'm mothering. She protects and grounds me. On the other side is where my mood tracker goes. I'm opting for a vertical one this time with a color-coded box each day to signify my mood and 2 line graphs to indicate the amount of time I spent outside that day and the time I spent being crafty. These 2 tie into my monthly challenge and goals of gardening and being more hands-on in general. I'm trying to nudge myself to success here. Yellow here helps me since I associate it with creativity and also playfulness. It can inspire me and really spark my imagination, inviting me to experimentation. It's quite a curious color, leading me to explore new things and be present in them, since it's drawing the eye, really making itself noticeable and engaging. For my habits this month, I'm going for singular mini calendars to hopefully satisfyingly highlight the days I did certain habits. What I'm tracking is work, uni, being in the garden, crafting, movement, and healthy snacks. So these ones are practically just my goals, processed into a workable spread. On the other side goes my financial overview of the month, well, my spending at least. In the bottom left corner I will add a bar graph so that I can visualize my spendings divided into specific areas. I'm not yet decorating this and the following spread since I'm running out of filming time, and I think it would be beneficial to me to collage these ones in times of decompressing from uni stress or to feed into my hands-on goal this month overall. The final 2 pages of the setup will be my media log. I'm doing it the old way again, and I'm also leaving space toward the bottom for my media highlight of April and possible good quotes. On the right side is my first weekly of the month that I'm doing for the second week though, because I'm already into the first week of April when filming this setup. Under the mini calendar goes a column to log in events and meetings of each day. Since times are busy right now, I need a dedicated bigger space for that, since I've got something going on pretty much every day of the month. Next to it, I'm placing a running to-do list where I can indicate the days I want to fulfill a specific task through circles and connect that circle to the task through a line. And that was it for this month's setup. I hope this bright yellow did also cheer you up or inspire you to create something beautiful yourself. I must say this one might be my favorite one yet, since yellow is one of my favorite colors anyway. If you wish to see how many other colors are turning out in my bullet journal, feel free to subscribe and tag along. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!